huge encouragement, of sporting wickets, to be honest. Yeah, so there was no fitness concern. If there was, obviously, then he probably wouldn't have started. It was purely cramping due to conditions. It's conditions that he wouldn't have experienced before, and he was unable to sort of continue. His whole body was going into cramp, which was unfortunate. It really hurt our momentum at that stage.
If we talk about Brian Bennett scoring the 250s, and there were some performers among the younger ones as well. The leg spinner, he also scored very well, 5 wickets. How much does that encourage you going into bigger sort of matches against England and then you have New Zealand?
Yeah, I think it's huge encouragement. The younger sort of players in the group have really been putting their hands up over the last few months, in particularly in some of the white ball formats. So it's really pleasing to them come through in Test cricket as well. Obviously, probably the standout or the big takeaway from this game for us would be Vincent Masakesa's performance. It's on debut to actually go and do what he did was really pleasing to see. He showed real character, so we're excited about that.
Of course, the Test match coming up in England, they have a fast bowling attack which rocked Bangladesh in select. So going into that Test match, how excited are you to see the likes of Blessing and Richard, going after England maybe?
Yeah, it certainly is becoming a real strength of ours. Is our seam attack. Blessing has been unbelievable over the last few months. Absolutely incredible, a real rock for this team, and it's well deserved because what you don't see is the work he puts in behind the scenes, his professionalism. So going back to your question, I think it is exciting. Hopefully those conditions sort of help those seamers a little bit, and we see the best come out of them.
My last question is, Zimbabwe has been they've been playing against Bangladesh forever, but there was a time when Zimbabwe used to dominate Bangladesh, and now the last 10-15 years, Bangladesh has dominated Zimbabwe. But I think this series is a reminder of how Zimbabwe is climbing and can be at par with Bangladesh when it's a good day for them.
No, I think if conditions suit us, we definitely a match, that's for sure. In conditions like we found in this game, we've still got a long way to go. We've seen that, in particular the way we sort of going about playing the spin with the bat. So we still got a lot of improvement to do, but we're certainly on the right track. We are seeing improvements, and hopefully we continue to take learnings from experiences like this, playing in conditions like this. Hopefully we take those learnings and continue to improve.
In this series, how difference between Sylhet and Chattogram cricket you see?
Yeah, big difference. Big difference. Obviously, Sylhet had a bit more pace and bounce to it, seam movement, which our batters are a little bit more used to, as well as it obviously aids our seam attack. Where here it was, again, day one, there's no excuse actually. Day one and day two, really good batting wickets. And we just didn't take advantage of the situation that we were in. So we've only got ourselves to blame, definitely not conditions, because had we batted properly day one, it puts Bangladesh in a different position coming in where they bat under a bit more pressure, and it's a different ball game. So, yeah.
Which wicket is better sports to you?
Which wicket is the better wicket?
Which is the more sporting wicket?
I think they both are sporting wickets, to be honest. They both, I think, were fair wickets and good cricket wickets. Sylhet was a good cricket wicket. There was something in it for the seamers, but if you applied yourself with a bat, runs were available, which was shown by Bangladesh in their second innings in Sylhet. And the same applied here. Again, they applied themselves to conditions and they made runs. Yet there's also something on offer for the spinners. So it's a challenge. There's something for the bowlers in terms of the spinners. And if you bat properly and apply yourself, there's runs out there. So I think both wickets were good cricket wickets. Yeah, obviously different in nature, but both were good cricket wickets.
Which match influenced you most, Sylhet or Chattogram?
Which match influenced you the most, Sylhet or Chattogram?
I think the biggest lessons will come from Chattogram. This is where we can gain more experience and grow as a team. At the end of the day, that's what we want to do. We want to challenge ourselves, and I think this challenged us a lot more.